Hi everyone, you're welcome back. Today guys, we'll be learning how to cut and sew this trending gown with a square neckline. You can see the way that I'm rocking how beautiful it's looking on me. If you're interested in this type of tutorial, just keep watching, okay guys. If you haven't subscribed to our channel on YouTube, please kindly subscribe. If you haven't followed us on Facebook, kindly follow us at Cut and Sew with Mercy. If you're interested, let's get started. So guys, I am making use of 2 years of chiffon fabric and 3 years of bridal satin. This is the 3 years of bridal satin and 2 years of chiffon fabric. If you are a plus size, you can make 4 and a half years of bridal satin or duchess and 3 years of chiffon material. Though am using this chiffon material as also lining. Now guys, I've folded my fabric into two to cut the front. You can see the way I folded it, and I'll be removing the half length. So the half length I'm working with is length 33 and the full length I'm working with is 63. All right, so I'll go ahead and cut out this rumple part on the edge. I'll just cut it out. So this upper part will be my starting point. I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder divide by 2 plus ½ inch allowance, 8.5. I'm going to mark, you can see it there. So from there, I'm going to place my tape on the shoulder to mark my shoulder to bust 10, shoulder to under bust 13. I'll mark shoulder to waistline 16. I'll mark hip line 25. I'll mark, and the full length of the half length 32. So I'll add 1 inch for the joining or for the allowance, which is 33. I will go ahead and mark it like so. So now guys, remember that the down parts came up a little. So if you are measuring your own, don't remove your half length, which is 60, shoulder to waist. Just mark the length where you want the half length. Like my own is 33, so don't stop at 16 inches, please. Now I'm going to mark my armhole or chest line like this. So the place I'm marking right now is my chest line. I'm going to connect the lines. So I have here the chest line, the bust, under bust, waist, hip, and the length of the half length. So I'll come down with 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Now to get our square neckline, I'm going to place my tape to get the neck width, which is 3 inches. Please, if you're making for a plus size, use 4 inches for your neck width. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mark my 3 inches. Then the depth is going to be 7 inches. I'll connect it with my ruler. That is how to cut a square neckline. And remember guys, this square neckline is going to be also at the back. I'm cutting the front first, so I'm going to make use of my ruler to connect it like this. Just watch, you will see how it's being connected. So this is it guys, this is how to cut a square neckline. Very simple and easy. Now I am done with it. The next step to take is to put down all the measurements. So on the bust point, I'm going to measure my bust divide by 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. I'll be using this chiffon fabric as my lining because I'll be using the lining to turn it up, turn the neckline up. Now under bust divide by 4 plus 2 inch seam allowance, I'll put it there. The same thing goes to waist plus 2 inches seam allowance. Then coming to the hip area, I'll be dividing my hip by 4. Then I'm going to go ahead and add extra 3 inches allowance with reason, because if you watch this gown, on the down part has something, it's something that is like flowing, it's not that tight. So I'm going to bring what I have on the hip down to the hemming part, down to the half length. I'll connect it like so. So this hip area is not going to be like too tight, because if you make it too tight, you will not be achieving the type of style that we are making. All right, so go ahead and add like extra 3 inches to your hip allowance, bring it down to the hemming part. Now I'll be marking, dividing what I have on the armhole area by 2, and come in with 0.7 inches and curve out my armhole. Connect my shoulder slant. So this is it, guys. This is all about the front. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to cut it out. I'll be using it to cut the back. I'll cut the square neckline. Now I'll be using this front to cut out the back. You can see it. I have folded another fabric and placed it here. So this particular place you are seeing is the zipper allowance area. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the shape of the back first, like this. So I'll cut the neckline. I'll be making a little adjustment on the back of the neck area. I'm going to go down with 1 inch for now, because I wouldn't want the back to be same thing with the front. I want the back to be longer than the front. So I came down with 1 inch for the back, but later I adjusted it. I also removed, in fact the total depth neckline I removed from the back is 2.5 inches. So instead of the front is 7 inches by the depth, while the back is on 9.5 inches. All right, you can make yours 9, you can make yours 8.5, depending how deep you want your um or back to be. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it open, because it's going to be having a zipper. Now when I put this my gown on, the back is not showing any of my inner wears for the neckline. So 9 inches is okay, 9.5 inches is okay for you. So this is how the back neckline is looking, including the zipper allowance. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use the lining to turn it up, then come back and show us the next step to follow. This is the front. You can see how beautiful the front is looking with the square neckline. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it up. Now guys, I am done turning it up, and this is our front. You can see it here. You can see how beautiful the neck is looking, very very beautiful and neat. And here is the back. I've gone ahead to add insert my zipper. Now I'm going to join the shoulder together. I'm going to join the shoulder together and shape it. Just put down my measurement and shape it. You can see that the back neckline is like 2.5 inches longer than the front, so it's looking beautiful. So why I am shaping this my half length on the hip, I divided my hip by 4 and added extra 1.5 inches. That is what I put on the hip. Then on the hemming pad, which is the half length, I added 2.5 inches after dividing the hip by 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and join. So this is it guys. I have joined it, joined the shoulder, shape everything. You can see how beautiful the shape is looking, and I've gone ahead to add my sleeve. So the next thing for us to do here is to work on the down part. All right, now this is my bridal satin that I'm working with. I have 3 yards of bridal satin here. Now I have folded it up to just cut it straight, slant open, not in a slanty way, just straight open. I just folded it into 2, then I'll cut it open. After cutting it open, I'm going to join the 2 edges together to have a long fabric. Like it's going to be like this. I'll stitch this place up, then open it. Is going to be giving me like a long something that I'll be using to gather. So here is what I have gathered. I have gathered it up. After gathering, I close the edge. Like it's not gonna be having any opening. After gathering to my half length measurement, this is what I have. So you measure around the half length of the upper part, the down part. That is what you are going to use. The measurement you get there will be what you be used to gather it. Now I am going to notch the center part of this gather, both the front and the back. Note that what I'm having here is the front and the back. They are closed. All right, so this is how I'm going to be attaching it on this half length. So I'm going to get the midpoint of this front first here, and I will notch it. Now the back, the zipper area will be the center front for center back for the back, but I am working with the front for now. So I'm going to get this my gather, bringing the front side. So I will measure from the midpoint of the front of the half length. I'm going to go up with 7 inches. So you can go up as height as what you want. If you want 10 inches, you can go up with 10 inches. Now I'm going to connect it straight downwards. Now after getting it, I'm going to place my ruler like this and mark it straight to the hemming part. Like this is going to be looking as if we are cutting our basque shape. So I'll connect the other side as well. So if you know how to connect a basque shape, this particular one is not gonna be hard for you. You can see the way I connected it. Now after marking it out, I'm going to be bringing the midpoint of this gather for the front and place it like so. I'll place it like so. Then I'll flip it up to get the back. I'm going to flip it up like this, making sure that the mouth is not showing on the front, right? So I'm going to place it on the midpoint of the half length. You can see the way I am doing it. I will make use of my pin to secure it. I'm going to be pinning it following the slant shape that I mark with my chalk. I'll pin this part first. After pinning this other part, I'm going to go ahead and pin the other side. So the way I am pinning this is going to be how I'm going to stitch it on my sewing machine. Okay, so I'll continue pinning and pinning. Now I'm pinning the other part. I'm still working on the front part. So it's going to be looking like this. You can see that we have excess there on the front. So after pinning or after stitching it, guys, it's going to be looking like this. So it now has this pointy or slopey shape. I don't know what to call it, or basque shape. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing at the back, but the back didn't go up as much as the front. So make sure you pin before you stitch. If you didn't pin it up, it's going to give you a little stress. So this is it, guys. I'm working on the back, so I'm going to get the midpoint of the gather and place it on the midpoint of the back. I didn't get the zipper area at the down part of the zipper area. That is the place I pin this gather up. So I'm going to make a little slanty shape from that place down to the hemming part. I'll pin it up. I'll still pin. So after pinning it up, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and run a stitch to secure it. I'll come back and show us how it looks like. So this is it, guys. Here is the front, and you can see how beautiful the front is looking. So beautiful, so beautiful, guys. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess up, because if you didn't cut this up, your gather is not going to relax. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. So guys, this comes to the end of this tutorial. Please, if what you are doing here, if you love what you are doing here, kindly give us a thumbs up, guys. And make sure you share this video, okay? And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, just subscribe. Subscription is free. And follow us on our Facebook page at Cut and Sew with Mercy. Thank you for always watching. To all my subscribers, thank you. To all my followers, thank you. God bless you. I really appreciate. So I would love to see your style on this type of dress or gown. If you make sure, please don't hesitate to post so that we can see what you make or what you made with our tutorial. It always go a long way for us, okay? So after 3 minutes, this is how it's going to be looking like. It's going to relax very well. It's going to relax. And I have my belt here. Just go ahead and cut out your belts. And this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.